Can you hear it? There's like a car that's been driving around outside for the last like 30 minutes and it's been really loud. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today I've decided that I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I feel like we need a little catch up, you know? The year's coming to an end and I feel like I have been a little bit MIA this year. Early last year I did a Q&A and we're gonna be just kind of reliving that. I didn't think I would be doing this ever again, but here I am. So someone asked, how old are you? And I'm 18 years old. How weird. I'm legally classified as an adult and I've never felt so young in my entire life. I literally forget to take my ID anywhere that I go because I'm like, it's not gonna work. But it actually does, and I need to remember that it works now. That's the reason I have an ID, is to show them that I'm actually 18 years old, but I still don't believe that I am. So subconsciously I leave my ID at home every single time I go out. But it's kind of weird because since I've turned 18, I've been asked for my ID more than I ever was when I was like not 18. Were you born in the UK? Yes, I was. I get so many people asking if I'm faking my accent, and I'm really not. I don't know what it is, and I also am quite confused as to why it is still so strong, even though it's not really that strong though. That's also like, it's just certain words, and then I think when you put it all together, it sounds really strong, but it's not actually. But yeah, I get a lot of people like saying that it's fake and stuff, and I'm like, I've been trying to get rid of this accent for a really long time now and it's just not been working. So if you heard my mum and dad speak, I don't think most people will understand what my dad is saying. Like, sometimes people come over to the house and they're like, what the fuck is your dad saying? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know either. So who is your best friend? Actually, I have 3. They're triplets. I've known them since I was a literal baby. Their names are Megan, Gemma, and Olivia. Olivia actually also has a YouTube channel. She does like crocheting stuff, so you should really go check it out because she's just amazing. But yeah, they are just like the most amazing people, and I really like, every time anyone asks me like, who are your closest friends, I always say that it's them 3 because they're just like, you know, those people that like, even if you don't speak to them for like years, like no matter how long I don't speak to them, like when I see them again, it's like we've never left each other. They're my favorite humans ever and I love them so much, and I will never, there's nothing wrong with them. All of them, all 3 of them. The 2 of them are in America swimming for university, and then the other one, Olivia, is in London. Yeah, but you should go check out Olivia's YouTube channel because it's really, really cool. Especially if you crochet, like she does all the tutorials and everything. It's like really cool. I wish I could crochet, but I literally can't. Like I'm not talented like that. And like my hands would cramp, I feel like. So I just don't know. Do you have a boyfriend? Absolutely fucking not. No, I don't. I spent the whole of high school in relationships, like long-term relationships, from literally when I moved to high school all the way till halfway through this year. I was in relationships. This is my first time being single in a really, really long time. I'm liking the fact that I can just kind of be on my own, but then I keep seeing Jesse Rutherford and I think it's Definitely Carlson. I keep seeing like TikTok edits of them that come up on my For You page and they just make me cry, and like I actually just can't deal with that right now. And I know that they've broken up and it's like really sad and everything, but why are they coming up on my For You page when I'm so dearly single? And every time I go out and I see like a couple or something like that, I'm like, wow, I want to actually just sob my eyes out and I just want a boyfriend. Honestly, can't complain. I love being single because I love not having to message someone every single second of the day. Also, I feel like when I'm in a relationship, I'm just like less on edge. Now, everywhere I go, I'm like on edge. I'm like, what if there is a sexy man that is my future husband here and I'm in my pajamas with my hair that I haven't brushed in 6 days and my mascara on from the day before and I haven't washed my makeup off and I'm like dearly hungover and I'm about to projectile vomit everywhere. And like, what if my husband's there? And I have to think about these things now because it's like a genuine concern because I'm never gonna find a husband. If you could study anything, what would you study? Actuarial science. Also, if you can't tell, I've had about 9 coffees today and I'm like actually glitching. Like I'm genuinely like seeing stars. It's like kind of scary. My words are coming out at a really quick rate and my mind isn't really comprehending what I'm saying because they're coming out so quickly. I'm not on drugs, but like I have had 9 cups of coffee today, so I don't know if it would have been healthier if I was on drugs. I didn't really answer that question. I was like, if you want to study anything, what would you study? Genuinely, no clue. A lot of people did ask, what are you going to do next year? Are you going to uni? No, I'm actually taking a year off school. I really needed it, honestly. This year was just so mental for me in terms of school, and I burnt myself out a little bit, and I really do think that the best thing for me will be to take a year off just so I can kind of gather my thoughts and like figure out what I want to do, because I have no fucking clue. How many people have you kissed in your whole life? I honestly don't know. It's not that many. Well, I figured it out the other day. I think I've only kissed 3 people this year. I don't have the like sexy flirty personality that would like bring people in to come and kiss me, because it's just not me. I'm not really like that. Overall, I don't really know. That's probably like my yearly average from the age of 13. Speaking of kissing people, someone asked me what's your first kiss story. Really not that interesting. Like it was like actually one of those things where like people were like coming to me and like, Ruby, he's waiting for you, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And then you like walk over and you're just like, hey. I swear one of my friends still has the video. It's like hilarious. I think I was like 13. I did cry when I got home actually, because I was like so scared to tell my mum and dad, and then my mum and dad found out the next day because somehow my sister found out, my older sister, like she interrogated me so badly. She was like, hi, you fucking slut. You kissed someone. And I was just like, oh my god, mum and dad are gonna find out. And then my mum and dad found out and they were like, yeah, and? What is on your bucket list now that you finished school? I don't know, I don't really have a bucket list. I want to go back to the UK, so we'll see if that happens. I'm going to be saving some money now. A couple of things that I want to explore on that side, and then, yeah, I'll let you know. But you guys will come with me anyway on all of these journeys, so. What is the biggest misconception about you? Kind of like, not really now, because I do have this. Like when I used to see people and stuff, like they would always be like, wow, I thought you were a bitch. Now I don't really get that as much, because I think because of this channel, people are kind of able to see that I'm not really a bitch. I do kind of get it, because I do have a bit of a resting bitch face. My dad came downstairs the other day and was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I was like, absolutely nothing. I'm in the greatest mood ever. Moving along. What are you going to miss most about school now that you're done? I think probably seeing my friends every single day. It's so cliche to say, but like, yeah. If you were to teach your younger self one thing, what would it be? Don't give a fuck. Like literally stop giving a shit, because I used to care so much about what other people thought. And now I'm just like, I actually really don't give a fuck. Like, I have a fucking YouTube channel. What? I don't care. Obviously I care about like if people think that I'm being a bitch, or if people think that I'm not being a good person, then I do really take moments to like reflect on that. What is your type? I don't have one. I really don't. If you look at all of my exes, every single ex of mine is completely different. If you were to put them all in the same room and be like, what do all these people have in common? If you said that they were dating the same person, you would be like, they are all so different. So I don't have a type. Maybe I should try and find one. Like, should I construct a type and like, I'll let you guys know. Someone said, how did you find the confidence to start doing YouTube? People can't knock your confidence on things that you enjoy and that you genuinely want to do. So don't get me wrong. Like there's people that are like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, hey, I ask myself the same question every single day. And I watch back some of my videos that I did literally a week ago, and I'm like, why did you post this? What was going through your mind that you thought that this was okay to post? And that was literally like a week ago. So anyway, I try not to like watch them back, because then I'm like, wow, this is embarrassing. If I'm self-aware, then like no one can really say anything. Do you enjoy modeling? Yeah, I do. I had this whole year, like because of matric and everything, I took the year off of modeling. It was just too busy. There was a lot going on. I've done 3 shoots since I've stopped, and like when my first shoot back, I was like so scared, and it was just not a nice shoot for me, because it was like my first one in ages, and I've like forgotten how to do everything. I've forgotten everything about it. And then since then I've done 2 other shoots and I've loved them. So it's fun. I enjoy it. Why do all your sisters have flower themed names but you don't? Because I'm the second child. It's not like they left me for last and then like said, hey, you're just a diamond now. Like, if they really wanted to keep the theme going throughout all 4 kids, my parents would have called me like fucking dandelion or something. And I don't know, it was just a bit of a coincidence. My name was actually supposed to be Ruby Rose, but they just took the rose out and then gave it to my younger sister. So somebody said, how tall are you? I am 5'7", just average height, nothing like spectacular. How long have you been modeling for? I've been modeling since I was 15, Yeah, 15, so 3 years. When things started to open up after the pandemic, was when I did my first shoots. It was kind of like that era. What camera do you use? I've had this question quite a bit. I use the Sony ZV-1. Yeah, it's really nice, I love it. Are you on any type of birth control? Yeah, I am. I'm on Yaz something, I don't actually know what it is. I went on it because I have premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMDD. I think it's Dixie D'Amelio has the same thing. It was actually kind of weird because I got diagnosed with it, and then like literally 2 months later, then she came out and said that she had it, and I was like, wow, I feel heard. But yeah, it was like a little bit debilitating at the time. So I don't know how to explain it, but basically what happens is you are fine, you're like a normal human and everything. I'm a happy person. And then the moment that you start ovulating, I'm like, I'm done. And like my life sucks and I hate everyone and people suck. People just fucking suck. And I hate it. I hate life. I hate life. I hate it. It sucks. And then like literally the moment I finish ovulating, I'm like, I love it here. This place is so amazing. I love life and it's so colorful outside and like the world is amazing. It was really just odd. So with birth control, it went away. Someone said, most embarrassing thing that happened to you this year. I made a TikTok about it a bit ago. We had an assembly at school and they brought in a guest speaker. They had a previous guest speaker like the week before or something like that. And I'd had a huge argument with this woman in front of the whole school. And she just had some like really, really controversial opinions about everyone. But then they brought in another guest speaker a week or so, like a couple weeks later. I was like, I don't want to be in this. I don't want to go to another guest speaker assembly. I'm not getting involved here. So then I went to the bathroom and I had a geography test the next lesson. So I just like laid all my books out on the floor in the bathroom and I was lying on the floor studying. Why am I fucking lying on the floor in the bathroom anyway at school? They kind of were like really strict about it. They were like, no one is allowed to miss this assembly. So then I was doing all my shit on the floor, like writing out everything, and hear a knock on the door. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I opened the door. There is like one of the head people of the school. And I like looked at her and I was like, hey, hi. And she was like, why aren't you in the assembly? And I was like, do you remember me from last week? And then she like peeked her head into the toilet stall because I don't actually know what she thought I was doing in there, but they always have to check. And all my books were laid out on the floor and she knew that I was sat on the floor studying, which was just so embarrassing. I wish I was vaping or something in the bathroom. Honestly, like why did she have to catch me doing that? And then she just came to me, she was like, just go. I was like, okay, I will. But it was really embarrassing. I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I lying on the floor in the bathroom and then the teacher has to catch me? And like, she thought I was doing something like wild and I really wasn't. I was just lying on the bathroom floor. So I've been filming for a really long time now, so I'm gonna turn it off. I will speak to you guys in my next video, which I'm really excited about because I just love filming and I love speaking to you guys. It's like my favorite thing ever. You guys are my best friends.